Friends, this is Yella, your friendly advisor in Ireland. Welcome back to my channel, All About Ireland. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a couple of schemes which will actually help you earn 14,000 euros tax-free per year. If you do not own a house in Ireland, this video is not for you. This video can be for you if you own a house in Ireland. But why not watch it till the end? Without further ado, let's just dive in. So as I said, you can earn around 14,000 euros tax free per year. That's a huge amount if you own a house. And the way you can earn is through rent a room relief, which actually allows you to rent one or multiple rooms within your house to students, to other employees, or other people from whom you earn rental income. This was introduced in 2001 to help home owners make ends meet. Usually, this scheme is primarily used by people who rent their rooms, but among those, it's the old people, the pensioners who rent their room, so that they can, earn some more money to make their ends meet, or to buy something, or to meet their expenses. You get 14,000 per year tax-free limit on this. Let's say the income you got from renting a room to a student on a year is 8,000 euros. You don't pay any tax on 8,000 euros. If you get 14,000 euros, you don't pay any tax on 14,000 euros. But if you earn even €1 extra over 14,000 euros, you get taxed at the standard rate. Like if you have an income of more than 36,800 in 2022, you get taxed 40%. If it's less than 36,800, you get taxed 20%. Basically, if you earn 14,001 euro, you basically pay either 2,800 as tax or 5,600 as tax based on which payee band you fall into. The good thing about this is there's no effect on CGT when you decide to sell. I made a video on CGT and tax implications. I'll put it in the video description, so take a look at that too. In future, if you're selling the house, there'll be a profit, right? And tax capital gains on which government taxes around 35%. And the income which you earn through rent a room relief uh, will not be included towards CGT. So when you're selling, it's basically sale price minus cost price. That's the profit, and the tax is on that, not on the steady income you earn. The other thing is the room can be a room within the house, or it can be a basement flat or a converted garage within the property. If it's not within the property, then you don't get rent a room relief. Some people may ask, what if I own another apartment where I can rent the apartment and get this rent a room relief where I earn rental income less than 14,000. The thing is, if you look at the condition, I'll go through the conditions. You can't do that. When I go through the condition, I'll explain it further. The other thing with rent a room relief is it is not under RTB, rental tenancy board, where the tenants get few rights. As this is not under RTB, you need to make proper agreement with the tenant you are going to rent this out. If you got a sitter, you have a problem. If you got a great guy, you do not have a problem. So basically have something agreed, have it written, have it signed. If you think the guy you're renting out to might be a trouble in future. To get this relief, these are the conditions. You need to be resident of the house. You need to own the house first thing. You need to be resident of the house when you're renting the room. If you're staying elsewhere and you're renting room in another house, it doesn't come under rental room relief. And you can't escape it primarily because how many of our properties you own, those are all tracked by revenue. So because you pay LPT and all, make sure that you do not do any kind of mischief there. You cannot let the room to your partner, children, or employer. If you're staying with the family, you can't say, no, I'm getting income from my wife that I want to use it for rental room relief. That's not possible. Even if your children are working and they're renting room in your house, the income you get from the children is not under rent a room relief. The relief was got into, not just make ends meet, but also help students and other people to find a thatchet or roof over their head. And you can also not let your employer, your employer can't make agreement with you to pay you money to rent the room to another employee in the firm. So that's also not allowed under rent a room relief scheme. And the thing is, whatever tenant you're getting, you need to give them at least 4 weeks continuously to get this rental room relief. Let's say I have a tenant who stayed with me for a year. I get, easy peasy, I get all the money if it is less than 14,000 euros. Let's say I had three tenants staying with me, one for 3 weeks, one for 10 weeks, one for 12 weeks. The one on which you earn money for 3 weeks is not counted as rental room relief, so that income can still be taxed at income tax rate you are in and the USC. There's no PRSI involved in the income which you get from renting a room within your house. And you need to declare the rent received as part of your tax return filings. So make sure that you submit it, else the revenue may be knocking at your door to say, hey, how can you have more than 10,000 a year in hand when your income is just 50K or 60K, whatever you fall into. So make sure that you return these ones as part of your tax filing returns. Upload these ones, else there'll be a serious struggle. The next thing is, the other way people earn extra bit of money when they own a house is through Airbnb. This is what the revenue says about Airbnb income. All Airbnb are basically, short-term lettings, right? And those are guest accommodations. They don't really fall under, rent room relief. So there's a reason this income cannot be tax-free. And what's taxed in the case where you get income from Airbnb is actually the profit, because you are kind of doing a business where the profit is the income, the rent you get, and the expenses towards maintaining that room for renting. And this is actually subjected to income tax and USC. Again, as I said earlier, PRSA is not involved. And these Airbnb lettings, where you can earn income, must or need not be exempt from planning permission if it's owner occupied. If it's not, for example, let's say you have another apartment where you want to convert it to Airbnb, then you need planning permission for that, and you need to reach out to local authorities and stuff. If you are renting a room within your house for Airbnb every weekend, then you need not. And again, RTV has no role in this. If you got a sitter, you basically might be facing problem with your house. So make sure that if you're putting it on Airbnb, have proper agreement or proper clauses and conditions so that you don't have any trouble. The other thing is, if you have a rent a room tenant and then you are doing Airbnb on the other room, you need to make an agreement with rent a room tenant that it allows and it doesn't transgress any agreement you have with the particular person. And you can't let over 90 days in a year if you are letting a room within the house you occupied to Airbnb. And these 90 days can be spread over the year, but you can't go over 90 days. And the other thing is, you need to register the property with your local planning authority if you're planning to rent a room within Airbnb, and the forms of 15 and 17. And with respect to tax filing, you still need to file Airbnb income as rental income, which will be taxed and USC. So based on what tax band you are, again, you need to deduct your expenses. The actual tax form actually shows you income, expenses. It will also show you the tax rates that will be reduced and all. So it's plain straightforward. But if you still need any help with respect to tax filings, you can reach out to me at allaboutireland247@gmail.com. That's it. That's how you can earn 14,000 euros per year without paying any taxes to the government. It's a passive income. I suggest, if you have the scope, to do that so that you get extra bit of income tax free that can be used towards your mortgage or towards your expenses or towards your extravagant life if you like to spend money on luxurious items like iPhone 13 or Google Pixel 6, whatever. So that's it. This is a video I want to make and talk to you about. So start earning, have a passive income. So please subscribe to my channel. Share this video with as many people as possible. A lot of people might not be knowing this, so I don't want them to be, missing this opportunity. And keep motivating me, keep showering love on me by watching my videos and sharing them and liking them and subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. I also have Facebook pages, one a group, a private group. I think you must join the private group because there are other groups on Facebook which are now spammed with a lot of scammers. And I have a page all over Thailand where by liking that, you'll be getting instant notifications about all the videos and text and blogs which I keep writing. Thank you. Have a good night.